Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to ZoomProv.
ZoomProv number 2. Coming to you live from our homes to yours.
If you do like what you're watching, scan that and you can send us a donation through SnapScan or by credit card. This is totally free to view, so only send us money if you can and you think we deserve it.
Yes, and sorry, we are, of course, as you know, we are all in our own homes, so we are all in uncontrolled environments. There are certain things that are beyond our control, like my dog barking in the background right now. We have babies, we have partners, we have parents, we have everything all around us. So if there is a technical glitch, if there is a sound glitch, we apologize. Let's roll with it like we've been rolling with the last 5 weeks. Without any further ado, let's get this show started. Let's welcome our players. Jess Taylor.
Toni Morkel. Ooh.
Rachael Neary.
James Cairns.
Martin Grendele.
And Avril. I've gone blank on your surname, Avril.
Cummins.
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 Yay, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you, everybody, for all the fantastic applause. Right, so the rules are, let's say yes, and let's go straight into our first game. All the games have been originally adapted by us for this format. We hope you enjoy the show. Our first game, ladies and gentlemen, is call center. For call center, we have a complainant phoning through to a call center and trying to just get their problem solved. Our complainant is going to be Toni Morkel. And from the audience, may we please have an object or something that Toni needs fixed? A toaster, hairdryer, laptop. Right. Let us go with toaster. Toni, oh, and I apologize, I messed up the name of the game. It's called May I Speak to the Manager? So, Toni, take it away.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? You through to What's Cooking? How can I help you?
Hi, yes. Hi. I'm sorry, I was going to put you on speaker.
Sure.
How much? So, excuse me?
Sure, no, put me on speaker. How can I help you? What's cooking? What's not cooking?
I bought a toaster from your company. Take a lot. A very expensive one. It's for 8 slices because we've got families that are in the lockdown. And pop up, and as well as you got the little dial that you can open the grid at the top and put muffins on and warm them up.
Sure? Yeah, it's the best. It's the best, I tell you.
It was great. It looked great. Can you hear me clearly if I'm on speaker?
No, I can. I've got you in my ear. You're right. Yeah, don't you worry. Yeah. So what's cooking? How can I help you?
It's not working properly.
What's not working properly?
It's not popping out, and I want to know how I can get a refund, or can you pick it up and give me a new one within a day?
Oh no, that's funny. It's so nice to know in lockdown you haven't lost your sense of humor. Listen, I'm gonna put you through.
It's a 2.5 thousand toaster, my dear.
No, shame. No, that's horrible. No, shame. No, but listen, Listen, it might be a technical problem, a production problem. So I'm just going to put you through to Steve in production. I'm sure he'll be able to help you. You stay safe, hey? Hey, keep popping. Keep popping. So yeah, all right. So happy to help. So happy to help.
Hi there, Stephen in production. You've been patched through. How can I help?
Hi, sorry, you said Stephen?
Yes, in production. You've been patched through to me. How can I help you?
Yes, please. I just bought a 2.5 thousand rand toaster. It's the 8-slice pop-up muffin burner, and it's not popping. My problem is
ma'am, I need you. I don't need to know how much it costs. I need to know the serial number of the toaster at the bottom of it so I can help you fix it.
Yes, sure. Hold on a second. I've got
First
it
4
here
digits
with
will
me.
do. Just the first 4 digits will be good.
Just 4 digits. 7, 5, 3, 6.
Thank you very much, ma'am. That is the Kelvin model. That is not from my department in production. That is made by our German correspondents in the silicon department. I'm going to patch you through to Gunther in the silicon department. Thank you, ma'am. I hope your issue is resolved.
Hello? Oh, I'm back.
Hello. Gunther in Silicon. How can I help?
Hello. Yes, Gunther. Gunther. Silicon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's Gunther in Silicon. How can I help you?
Gunther. Thank you. Yes. My 8-slice toaster, which cost a lot of money, has stopped popping.
It's not popping.
It's not popping. I need it to be replaced or repaired, but I need it by tomorrow. I have a lot of family staying with me during lockdown.
Okay. Right, ma'am. Could you please read me the serial number underneath the toaster?
It's 7536.
7536. Okay.
Yes,
also very good. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to get a screwdriver. You can check a setting within the toaster itself. If you've got a yes, get a screwdriver.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got one.
Now, this might make it better or it might make it worse. You just tell me, okay? If you
I'm not going to be able to get a refund if I've interfered with the product.
Oh, no, absolutely not. But you have used it, yes?
Yes, of course we've used it. It worked for the first time, and then after the
Then we can't take it back, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry.
I beg your pardon? Just repeat that.
No, we cannot take it back. We cannot take it back if you have used it already.
For God's sakes, of course I had to use it.
Okay.
And then once using it, I realized it doesn't work.
Ma'am, you're getting hostile. Ma'am, I'm going
to the manager. Put me through to the manager.
I'm going to put you through to the manager, whose name is also Gunther. So I'll be putting you through to Gunther, the manager. Please, and good luck and goodbye. Going through.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Are you the manager?
Yes, Gunther.
Yes, Gunther. Listen, I'm sorry. I've just spoken to somebody also called Gunther who was
that's Gunther from Germany. I'm Gunther from Germiston. It's Gunther the manager. He's,
Thank you very much. Thank you. The point is, my pop-up toaster is not working. He was trying to suggest I take a screwdriver and try and fix the thing. Then he said he can't repair it replace it if I've already used it. Obviously, I've used it. That's how come I know it doesn't work. I want a replacement today. I don't even want repairs. I want a replacement. I paid 2.5 for this toaster. I got it by Take-A-Lot. It arrived on the day I ordered it. Therefore, my replacement can come in. Okay?
Lady.
Excuse me?
Maybe I can help you here. I can help you because I can help you with your definitions of essential services.
Excuse
Security,
me.
that's an essential service.
Gunther,
Fire.
you are not the president. You are not you are just a manufacturer on the other end of this line, and I want a replacement toaster.
And I am not an essential service.
Are you the manager, Gunther?
I'm the manager. I'm the owner manager. I make a lot of the toasters myself.
I want to go into Hello Peter and report you people. I spent a lot of money on this toaster.
good, and we took it gladly. And when this lockdown is over, we will happily replace your toaster. But right now, my dear, you're going to have to look at your oven or just a Weber in the backyard with a grid, one side at a time. Put some
You're
briquettes in.
still selling these redundant toasters to other people on Take-A-Lot as we speak, right?
Yeah. Goodbye. Nice chatting. Buy another toaster.
Tone's not getting
That was
any
crazy.
We're all struggling with the definition of an essential service, aren't we?
Essential services.
Right. So we must say thank you to all our fabulous donors from that round. Thank you to Lindsay. Thank you to Peter. Thank you to Gia, Paige, Ilan, and Jana. Thank you so much. Perhaps we shall honor you during the show.
Thank you.
Yes, we might put your name into one of the skits. So now we've got something which is also an experiment, something we're going to try for the first time. It is called Relics on the Road. And you might have seen things like this, like Antiques Roadshow. It's in a similar vein where an appraiser takes a look at an object of yours. Now we're going to throw something in the mix today, in that we're going to ask one of our attendees in the webinar. We're going to invite someone, if you are ready,
Who wants to put their hand up to be part of our show? And while we're here as well, we just want to say thank you to Jacob Bannigan, who this game is inspired by. So if you would like to be in our show as an audience member,
but we have a request. If you have something interesting to be appraised on the show. Now, we'll also be very clear, we will boot you out if there is anything untoward. This is a family show, so we don't need any crude items of those sorts. So unless it's PG, we'll kick you out super fast.
We have so much
ruthless admin here. So we're going to be calling. I see there's Gowrie. Is there anyone else who has an item that they would like to show? You might put in the chat if you think so. I'm going to invite Gowrie and see what we've got here. Gowrie. If you can switch on your camera.
It's Gowrie.
And your mic. Are you there? Gowrie?
Hello, Gowrie.
Gowrie.
Hi.
Gowrie? All right, well, we're going to pass you over to our inestimable appraiser, who is Martin. Martin, will you please take over with Gowrie and her object of interest? Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Relics on the Road. My name is Jana Porter. I'm joined here today by our dear friend Gowrie, who has something she'd like to show us. Welcome to the show, Gowrie.
Thank you.
Are you feeling good?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm so happy to be here.
We're so wonderful and excited to have you here. Now, what have you brought to Relics on the Road today?
I have brought my very special piggy bank.
How wonderful. It appears to be a top hat.
Yes. Yes.
What material is it made of?
Steel.
Yes, it is. And would you mind just turning it around so I can get a good look at it? Oh, Jess, bring it back. Let me see that. Oh, yes. Now, to those not familiar, you can actually see a stamp by the steelsmith Peter Thornhill. He's quite well renowned for creating such things. I believe this is from his Monopoly set where he imitated the playing pieces. Gowrie, tell us, how did this come into your possession?
I won this at a fair. at like a fun fair.
Oh my, to the victor go the spoils indeed.
I collected all the tickets from playing a game, and then I got to pick something, and I picked this.
Well, I'm sure you're very happy to have it now, Gowrie.
Yes.
If I had to ask you, how much do you think your Peter Thornhill steel piggy bank is worth? How much would you estimate it at?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it's priceless.
Indeed, I'm sure sentimentally it is priceless, but I'm very happy to tell you that because of the excellent condition it's in, you could easily sell your Peter Thornhill steel piggy bank to the value of £20,000 to any collector.
Oh, wow.
Indeed, I bet you're certainly happy about spending those game tickets on it now.
Yes.
Another eventful day here at Relics on the Road. We're very happy to have lightened your spirits like this, Gowrie, with your own personal treasure here. We're so happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gowrie. Have a wonderful day and
You-
take care of your piggy bank.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Gowrie.
Goodbye.
Coming round
Thank
to your
you,
house.
Martin. Thank you, Gowrie. We're going to send you back to the audience.
Bye.
Goodbye.
To the audience, back go, Gowrie.
Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you, Gowrie. Just
All right.
go to our Facebook watchers. We can also see your comments. So we're trying to, clap, do the things, tell us you enjoyed it from wherever you are watching. Our next game is called Playbook. Each of the players have got a text, a play text next to them, near them, and one player in this game can only speak from the play in front of them, and that player is Avril. Right, so it's a 3-player game. Avril, James, and Jess. We are going to make a scene, but Avril can only speak from the text in her possession. What we need from the audience is the page number for Avril. First one. Right, 34. Av, can you show us page
Okay, 34. Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Page
Oh,
34.
that's very texty.
Nice feminist work here, I think.
Ooh, lovely. Take it away.
Life looks so bright when you're rested and well.
Well, of course it does. We haven't slept for days. We've been on the road, myself and Eileen. Look, she's still wearing her hat from the bush.
I literally can't take it off. It's stuck to my head with my own sweat. Literally, look, I've tried. You may be relaxed, but I certainly am not.
What a man can do.
That's what I said to Jeremy. He's been in my ear mansplaining for the past week. You don't understand. It's so lovely to finally see another face. Thank you so much for inviting us in for tea.
Wonderful to meet you.
I have been rather worried about a friend of mine.
Oh, do tell. We're here to listen.
Yeah.
Dear Mummy,
Yes.
my physical exam.
Oh, is there a problem of a medical nature?
My height is 5'9".
Yes, well, we can see that, dear. It was so lovely when well, thank goodness it was. You are 5'9". You stepped out into the middle of the road, Jeremy, nearly ran you over. We stopped and you invited us in, but you seemed to be rather troubled and... Well,
My weight, 137 pounds.
Goodness, that is quite an expensive weight. I'd give you that.
I took such pains.
Oh,
to do what exactly, darling?
to get my ears and heels in a straight line.
Oh.
All of them at the same time, I should think.
Yes, well, Jeremy, remember how well we said she was doing when she was walking
Physically.
on the road? She started and she was swerving, and then all of a sudden, foot in front of foot. You did really well. You mustn't beat yourself up about this, darling. You did say tea, though. You did say that you were going to give us tea.
Yes.
Yes, mentally, I want a man who isn't jealous of my creativity in other fields.
Or your height, of course.
Or your weight.
Yes. 179 pounds. It's quite a...
Jeremy,
Eileen?
I'm getting a bit worried. The sun's going down and she's locked all the doors. I rather think it's time we leave. Make an excuse, Jeremy, and tell her we have to go. We'll climb out the window if we have to.
If you were her mother, she would be all right.
Well, luckily, I'm not her mother. I'm her husband.
Yes, it has been... It's been lovely to meet you, darling. It really has. But, you know, we should leave you and your height and your weight alone, and you'll find a man.
Yes.
Jeremy, let's get out of here.
Let's perhaps hold on a second. There's no need for that sort of thing. Which door do you usually exit by? Someone your height.
There is the sort of person who has problems and never tells them to anyone.
Well, you just told them to us, darling, and we've got your back. Literally, we do. But we should get back on the road, shouldn't we, Jeremy?
Yeah.
For all my brave, bold talk of being self-sufficient, I realize how much you mean to me. You and Warren, my dear old Grampy and Grammy. I'm glad the rain's coming down hard. It's the way I feel inside. I love you so.
Eileen.
Yes.
Love you.
She loves you. Perhaps you should stay. I'll go and get the motor.
Damn you, Jeremy, damn you. All right, darling, all right.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
What text were we reading from there?
That happened.
It's called Letters Home. And it's
Wow.
about Sylvia Plath, I think. I was reading Sylvia's
We
lines.
must credit the author.
Price
author
was darker.
Rose Lehman Goldenberg. Thank you,
Ooh.
Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you to Nicole. Thank you to Owen. Thank you to Bryony for the donations. We love you. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's so nice.
Thank you for the claps as well. Keep them coming. We have a new game up next, a brand new game that we made up all ourselves. Mostly
Ooh.
credit to Avril. Eduardo?
Righty. So this is called online class. I mean, I'm sure as either parents or spouses that you might be living with, you might be seeing a lot of this happening. So online classes, lecturers at WITS and other universities around the world having to make sense, making head and tail of trying to use Zoom as a teacher. So in this game, we will have a naive teacher who does not know what their subject is. So we'll please ask our teacher to be Martin. Martin, could you please mute your computer and please avert your eyes from the chat? Alrighty, can you hear us? Can you see us? No, okay, he knows that we'll give him a thumbs up when we're ready. Now for our audience on the webinar, can you please pop in the chat? Could you please pop in the chat a topic that the teacher would be teaching to the students? Now, this should usually be a complex one. We'll probably combine 3 words from chats that are coming through. We can see there Martin trying to block his computer so that he can't see. Pasta?
Making technology.
Oh, God, that sounds great. Okay, shall we use that?
Or the
All right,
psychology
the
of
other
pasta
players who are the teachers, who are the students, are Rachael, Toni, and I think I might just jump in on this one myself.
Oh, you crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
Wow.
Can I just,
Right.
so that's pasta making technology.
Pasta making technology.
Okay.
How are we going to get a hold of Martin? Martin?
Wait. Hey, Martin.
We're ready for you, babes.
All right. Hello, kids.
Morning, sir.
Hi, sir.
Morning. Morning.
I don't know why
Owen.
I'm wearing my blazer. I don't need to anymore.
Morning,
You're
Bryony.
looking nice, sir. You're looking nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Bryony. Thank you, Owen. Morning,
Sir.
there.
Why?
Yes, Owen.
Sir. Sir.
Yes, Owen.
Why do we have to start before we've eaten?
Well, because that's when the most work gets done, on the fire of an empty stomach.
I need carbs, otherwise I'm going to fall over.
We all need
to fall over.
Bryony, is that a question?
Yes, so my question is, I know you told me that I had to learn the song, but it was hard, but this is how far I've got. So I've got the first stanza. It's when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's all I've got so far. I just wanted to tell you.
So that's really good, Bryony.
Thank you.
You sing nicely, Bryony.
Thank you, Owen.
You should make a TikTok.
Jan, how far did you get with your work?
So for my song, I chose Bye, Bye, Miss Lasagna Pie. Drove the passata to the levee because it was dry.
Yes. All right. So we got Jan remixing songs. We've got Bryony almost there, and we've got Owen is very hungry. Right. What I think is, Bryony, I'll quickly help you with the next chorus.
Make a song up, sir.
You can make a song up, Owen. No one's saying you can't.
I'm hungry, sir.
Okay.
Always
well,
hungry.
Bryony,
You've probably
sorry, can I have focus, please? I know this is in your house, but it's my classroom.
Hands up if you want to talk.
Bryony, I believe that the next chorus goes, when the moon makes you drool, just like pasta fazool, that's amore.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Yeah.
So, pasta is essential here today.
What did you say, sir?
I said that pasta is essential here today.
It is, sir. It is.
Is. So, yes, Jan.
So I had a problem with the Google Drive link that you sent that showed the diagrams for making the pasta roller.
Oh,
it's I wasn't getting the real detail, the really detailed part of how it gets screwed together and how it pulls through the pasta to get really thin.
Like the cogs and all, sir.
Yeah, it's
very challenging.
Bryony, I see a lot of hands there. It's very creative. What is your point?
Because when if you want us to be drawing it like this, I suppose, and then if we look at the diameter
versus the circumference, sir,
it's taking machinery.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, I guess what you're going to do is we've got to put it on paper. So it's
got to put it on paper.
So the machine, the rolling machine is a machine, but how does it get put together? I mean, that's the real. I don't understand.
Well, you know that construction like that doesn't just happen overnight. It takes years and years of advancement in, metallurgy.
I
And
know what
with
you're saying, sir. I know what you're saying, sir, but it's like
Yeah.
when my mom is struggling to use her laptop, she says she's just not, what's that word?
a techie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really
challenge. She's what challenge?
Techie, yeah. Technology.
Yes.
Technology is quite tough. And
it's so tough, sir. I couldn't figure out how to put it together.
No, the technology and the pasta, it's just like, it's hard.
Yes, the technology of pasta is very hard. That's why we try so hard here in class to figure out how to make it even better.
Yeah, how to do it? What, sir? How to do it?
How to make pasta using the technology applicable. It's very tough, but it's our class, and we're here to do it, and we're here to get it done.
Yeah, so I'm so glad. Yeah. Can you send that new link, and that would be great.
Yes, of course. I will get on that.
My mom's calling. I gotta go, sir. She says it's ready. The lunch is ready. Bye, sir. Bye.
All right,
bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Jan.
So I could play some more music. I could sing some more songs to you if you want.
Oh, that's all right, Brian. I don't want it.
When the moon hits your eye like
How do you?
Sir? He always does this.
How fried is your brain?
It's the technology of pasta making, Martin. That's what you are a specialist in. For everyone who's been asking me, there is a SnapScan thing.
I was pretty close. I didn't get the full
You were
title,
very
but I
close.
got
You
the
did
word.
well.
So close, dude. So close.
Oh,
For like
balls. Your brain's sweating.
Well done. Well done. Alrighty, we're going to go to an old favorite now. It is called Points of View. Points of View. And we're going to have this one for James and Jess.
Ooh.
Basically, what happens in this game is James and Jess have witnessed the same event from different points of view. So from the audience, may I please have an event? I'm going to be looking on Facebook and on the Zoom. So you can type in. Thank you for the applause everywhere, you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who's donating. Okay. An event for them to witness. Facebookers, you are slow with your comments.
Sure.
I don't know if anyone can possibly witness the extinction of dinosaurs.
Chopping wood
We're
was
all
quite fun.
witnessing the president's address at the moment.
Naked horse.
The return of Hayleigh's comet.
The return of Hayleigh's comet. That one's
Return
just for me, you guys.
Return of
Named
Hayleigh's
after
comet.
Alrighty.
I love to look out of the window. I'm a window looker outerer. I spend hours and hours, day and night. So right now is perfect. I call myself Veronica because that is my name.
Now, I've lived in here on the bayou for nigh on 80 years. Oh yeah, I know. Doesn't look like I'm 80 years old, but it's amazing what you can do with a bit of sunlight, going outdoors. And I tell you, my secret is completing a circuit of my property every day, armed with a shotgun. Keeps me healthy, and people respect me for that. And they know that around here, don't mess with Smiley Johnson.
I have a secret to tell you. I'm going to do it. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to go out for the very first time. And I'm going to be dangerous because I like danger. I'm a Russian with an ever so slightly French accent. So I'm going to do it. I'm doing it tonight. I'm opening the door. I'm going out when the night is dark and the sky is full of stars.
Now, when I was all of 4 years old, okay, 4, around the time I shot my first varmint, crossed the property line, he did, little polecat. Took his head off with a 222 hollow point, but that's beside the point. Thing is, that year, when I was all 4 years old, there was a light in the sky. Like when our Lord Jesus got found by the wise men.
I was out in the fields, out in the big white fields with the sky above me. I was like a little vermin, like a little rat, looking up at the world. And all of a sudden, I looked behind me and there was a little boy. A boy with a shotgun far bigger than himself. He had it pointed not at me, but up at the sky.
See, I thought it was the Yankees coming to take away our freedom again. My pa always talked about the Yankees and how they swept through the state of Georgia, ripped us another one, and I thought they was coming with their helicopters, black helicopters in the night. So, what could I do but defend my own patch of land?
The boy was looking up at the sky, getting more and more panicked, shouting, "Copter, copter!" I looked down at him and I said, "Be still, boy." He looked up at me and said, "Russian, Russian," which is true, but I was no threat. For the very first time. And there in the sky was the brightest light. I knew it was not a helicopter because I was older than him. It was the return of something much greater. So I told him to come and sit by me on the wet ground. And he did.
And now, 76 years later, here I am again, remembering that beautiful night when I met Veronica.
I'm in an old age home now. My days are numbered. But I will never forget that young Yankee boy and the return of Hayleigh's comet. I will never forget.
Yay! Thank you.
Beautiful.
Bravo.
Bravo, bravo. Clap, clap. Very, very profound indeed. Thank you, everybody, for your lovely applause. Thank you for your lovely money. Thank you for also finding a way for me to be dirty because I have to acknowledge the donors. So thank you, Captain Poopy Pants Ducani. Thank you,
Captain.
Drew.
Classy, classy.
So classy. I got to say Captain Poopy Pants on this show.
Yay!
Woo!
On the edge.
So edgy. Oh my God. Okay. Our next game we're so excited about. It's a brand new game. And it is called
What the
Spookzoekers. Spookzoekers.
Spookzoekers.
Zoom
For our
spook
international
spookers.
audience, that is people who hunt ghosts. Spookzoekers.
Not that. No.
Wow. Okay. So we basically have a person who has got a haunted space, and we have an expert who is coming from a host of a TV show who's brought along all their experts to help them solve their ghost problem. We are going to have Avril as the...
Sorry to interrupt, but I do think we should maybe mention that this might get a bit dark.
It's true. It is true.
PG.
PG-13.
It's a sort of
PG-13
kind of game, guys. It might be a little bit scary if you've got kids in the room. Please protect them. Thank you, Av. All righty. So, Av, we're going to have you as the host of this PG-13 show. And Rachael, we're going to have you as the person with the haunting problem. From the audience, may we please have a building, a type of space that is haunted? Any type of space that Ray might be having.
Castle, yoga studio, hospital, ex-boyfriend's house, mansion, mausoleum, library, garden shed.
Oh, right.
Haunted home affairs, Wendy house, train station.
Oh my goodness.
Home affairs?
Affairs.
Oh, yes.
Haunted.
Haunted.
Aren't they already haunted?
Yo.
Home affairs it is.
Home affairs. Okay.
Boekzoekers, hello. How can I help you?
Hello. This is I'm calling from Home Affairs. My name is Lindsay.
Oh, hello. Thank you, Lindsay. Are you phoning to tell me that my passport is ready?
Yes, I am actually telling you that, but also I've got a more serious note. My name is Lindsay. I'm from Home Affairs Randburg, and our place is haunted. Okay, you need to get down right now.
Ma'am, I'm telling you what, I'm going to dispatch the team right away to Randburg Home Affairs. I'm dispatching them right away. Let me just send them off. Okay. Right. I've got the whole team en route. Now, ma'am, can you tell me a little bit more about the problem? Because we at Spookzoekers are very intent on solving your problems.
Okay, cool. So I'm hearing noises. Okay, I am feeling cold, and I'm wearing a gilet, but I'm still cold on my arms. Okay, I'm cold on the back of my neck. Sometimes when I'm alone, like I'm in the bed because I sleep in the Randburg Home Affairs, I sleep there because I own it. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and there's something sitting on my chest, and then also strangling and sticking fingers like in my mouth. Like
okay, ma'am, that's very common. It's totally run-of-the-mill problem. We'll sort this out in no time.
Okay, thank you so much. Just to let you know, there's a few other people that live here as well. Some of the passport controllers, the stampers. So yeah, there are people there. I'm here right now. I'll up to you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, ma'am, it is getting dark. And this is just about the right time for us to find some ghosts. So I hear that my team is in place, and I'm going to pass over to Marjorie, who is in the outside area. Marjorie, could you please tell us what you see there?
Yeah, hello, yeah, I'm here outside. Everything seems to be fine. Of course, I just wanted to ask Lindsay, what time around about does the action start happening?
Around the 4.
Give me my passport.
Oh, did anyone else hear that?
I want my passport.
It's normally around the 4 a.m. mark.
Okay, Lindsay, we're heading to 4 a.m. and I am hearing stuff and I'm picking things up on my monitor. Just hang on a second. There's something behind me. There's something behind me.
Okay, Marjorie, from what I can see, the noises are coming from the kitchen. I'm going to cross over to Jeffrey, who's in the kitchen.
Yes, Jeffrey, so ek's nou tans in die kombuis. Ek sien 'n paar goed. Hier's panne. Daar's 'n paar stukke vetkoek wat hier lê op 'n tafel.
Okay, he's got the pans and the vetkoeks, ja?
Okay, ek hoor iets. Daar's iets. Daar's 'n snaakse geluid.
Something funny?
Ek gaan hier my toaster opstel en sodat
my mamma se ID book.
Sorry, Jeffrey, what's that noise? Do you hear some singing there?
Ek hoor dit.
My mamma se ID book.
Jeffrey, do you see any bodies there or anything where the singing is coming from?
Yeah.
My mamma se ID book.
Jeffrey, are you okay?
Okay, what is so? Dis Jeffrey so. Is dit raak hom donker
Go,
hier.
Durfie. Estelle,
Hello.
can you hear me, Estelle?
Hello. I am here in the reception area, and there are watermarks on the floor, like someone has walked through the watermarking like a ghost has been here, and I don't know what to say. I'm just very scared and very cold. I'm
Okay,
very
Estelle,
cold.
do
Oh my
not
god!
touch
Oh
the
my god!
liquid.
I'm seeing something!
Hello, headquarters.
Hi, Captain Poopy Pants.
Yeah, it's me. I started the seance a while ago. I've got
Yeah.
a lot of ghosts talking, yeah.
Okay, yeah. What are they
It's like-
saying, Captain?
Well, a lot of them are actually really upset. Apparently, someone named Lindsay hasn't been doing work. Like it's
Okay.
really an ordeal. So they really after her, and they're like making a scene.
Captain, can you tell the ghosts, can you tell the spirits that Lindsay is apologizing? Can you tell them that? Maybe
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Please. Hallo, Spooker? Ja, Lindsay, sy sê jammer.
Captain
Bye,
Poopy
Mama.
Pants, please just tell them I'm saying so. I've locked myself in a closet.
Oh,
I'm
Lindsay, is it
saying-
you? Hi.
I'm so sorry. Please, I'll do my work. They must just leave me.
Let's up lunch.
Captain, there's something behind you.
Lunch.
Captain, you need to get out.
Oh, I'm fine. They're fine with me. I'm not the problem. Yeah,
Okay.
bye. I'll see you now.
I can't do this. I'm getting out. Sorry, Lindsay. Sorry, Lindsay. I'm trying to stop you.
Lindsay!
Out, everyone.
I can hear them coming. I can hear them coming.
Okay. Can you hear them upstairs?
Yeah, I can hear
Lizzie,
Yes.
I just thought to make everything smoother, I'd let them know where you are so the rest of us can pack up. Everything's going to be fine. They just want to talk, okay? Love?
Oh no. What if I start speaking? in
Okay,
tongues?
Spooksuckers, I'm gonna need Spooksuckers, I'm gonna need you all to get out of there. Spooksuckers, that is code 12. Code 12, Spooksuckers. Lindsay, I'm sure that you're going to be fine. And I'm sure that the ghosts are not on their way to you. And thank you so much for calling Spooksuckers.
Oh, it's cold for you.
A little bit of light entertainment to go with your comedy.
That was terrifying.
Okay, right? You alone? Are you okay?
Oh, I was in the cupboard.
In the cupboard.
We're just all being very inventive from our own home spaces. Thank you, everybody. Take a moment to breathe and calm down. Thank you, Gia. Thank you for saying that was phenomenal. Thank you, Tracy, for the donation. Yes, let us keep playing games. Are we ready to move on, players?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jess, have you got a pen and paper?
I do.
Fabulous. Our next game is called Spitfire Monologue. Maud says she's always haunted by home affairs. Thanks, Maud. Right, Spitfire Monologue, we have someone saying a speech of sorts. It can be a lecture, it can be a eulogy, it can be any kind of monologue that you would have to say in public. And our monologuist is going to be Toni Morkel.
Ooh.
All right, audience, you are welcome to give us some suggestions for a kind of monologue, type of monologue. We have wedding speech. Let's check the Facebook. We will put the snap scan up after this round. I see a lot of people requesting this.
Obituary.
Snap scan is on for a few seconds before we get into our next chat.
Reunion. I love that.
Toni Morkel, you are going to be saying your 60-year school reunion speech.
Oh
Thank you
my.
so much.
At this point, Jess will be holding up some words that Toni has got to include in the speech. Take it away.
Oh, I'm just so thrilled to have been selected to give the 60th speech, the 60th anniversary of my school speech. What an honor. I'd love to include that word, I can't see it. As you all know, we've all arrived today. It's level 3 lockdown. We've all washed our hands with soap. We're all ready to almost hug, but we can't hug yet. So what a sad day for all of us Bostonians. This is the Boston High School. And we've asked for all of our friends not to bare their bushes just yet. That was an old game we all used to play, bearing the bush, but we don't talk about that anymore, and especially not tonight. It's a family show. And yes, of course, orange was the color of our uniform in those days. People used to laugh at us. They used to say, "Oh, you little Nazis, you little Bostonian Nazis," because that was, you know, in the northern suburbs of Cape Town, close to Belleville. And woof, there we were, all 75 of us, little Orangian Nazis, gathered together in Belleville for the 60th anniversary, and woof, here we are again. Science, of course, wasn't my best subject, and I remember Elmarie and I, oh, we had such fun with Mrs. van Jaarsveld in the science class. Remember, Elmarie? It was me and you and Marjorie. Oh, and what we did that time when we cut off our fingernails, just the tips, and we tried to voodoo Mrs. van Jaarsveld. Oh, wasn't that lovely? I think I was, yes, I'd just been in Paris when I got the letter. It was a terrible tragedy when we heard that Mrs. van Jaarsveld had actually been admitted to the sanatorium after she'd fallen out of the lemon tree, and that was way after she'd lost her marbles. We did give her a hard time, and I'm embarrassed to say that as a standard 7, we'd call that a grade 9 now, we were horrible. I was horrible. The bubbles that we used to mix in with the fingernails in that science experiment for Mrs. van Jaarsveld was the nastiest thing any of us could have done. But gosh, didn't we laugh, girls? That back now. Oh, and my goodness, today we are having cheese and wine, and we are celebrating 60 years. Who would believe it? Who would believe that our school would have lasted that long? Because back in the days, the other schools used to say, yes, those little Nazis were sub-economic grade. And look, we pulled through. We had a teapot party, we had a cookie party, and we raised funds, and we finally got to have more than 4 teachers in the school, and we got up to 150 students, and things were going. And that was the day that Mr. Jones lost his eyelash in the swimming pool, because that was when we'd raised all the funds for the swimming pool. And Mr. Jones, who was the secretary at the time, we used to call him Mr. Morphy Joffy Jones, because he had a little toupee, and when he stood on the side of the swimming pool, and the wind caught it, as it does in Cape Town, his first name was Paul Jones. Wasn't he a sweetheart? We used to call him Paulie. Look, I don't mean to be homophobic or anything by calling him Offie Toffee Paulie, but there we go. And of course, the trophy, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the trophy, because you know that it was one of the first co-ed schools in Belleville at the time. Boston was known for the amount of teenage pregnancies. Could you believe it? Teenage pregnancies, and not to mention the sand castles, because the sand castles were what got us out of the problem. It was a sunny day. We went to Macassar Beach. It was quiet in those days, as you know. We're talking 60 years ago, Macassar. And I just come out of my driveway and we were off to the beach. We were going to have a school reunion on the beach. It was most of the standard, the grade 11s at that point was standard 9, and build sandcastles. And a bell went. A bell went in my head, and I thought, I'm driving out of my driveway. We're off to the beach, and we haven't asked Mr. Jones, Paul Jones, to come with us. I knew he'd love a day on the beach, even though butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. And in fact, peanut butter was one of his favorite sandwiches, and I'd made peanut butter sandwiches for the day. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going on and on and on about the past, and I haven't said anything about now and how much I just love you all and how wonderful it is to see us all together. How many of us have survived actually to this point in life? The 60th reunion, that makes me about 75, because I was 15, and I had my first bicycle actually, and it was amazing because I led my bicycle. Sorry, I'm going right off the track again, but that bicycle got me out of all the trouble. It was the day that I stole Mr. Paul's eyelashes, and I took his eyelash and I thought, I'm going to put it on the train track and see what happens. We used to put coins on the train track. We were rubbishes from Belleville. Put coins on the train tracks and see if the trains could derail. Well, I thought, let's see what happens to an eyelash. Well, that was the end of me. I nearly got expelled. But here I am today. I'm still wearing the school jersey, and I can say, Bostonian, Belleville wins. Welcome, everybody, to our 60th anniversary. Mwah! Enjoy the cheese and wine.
And we are happy to be here. Thank you for that wonderful, wonderful introduction, Toni. That is our last game for the evening. That is all we have for you. Thank you so much for playing with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with us. We love you. Thank you for sharing your time in isolation with our time in isolation. Woo! Thank you for all the claps.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you, fantastic audiences. We hope to see you again. Please play with us more. And thank you to our beautiful players. We love you all. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your suggestions. Hi, Gory. Bye, Gory.
Thank you, Avril.
Bye. Be safe.
Thank you, Martin.
No, thank you, Hayleigh.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachael.
Yes, thank you so much. This is great. Good.
Please bow.
Oh,
thank you, Toni. Thank you, James. Thank you.
Thank you, Hayleigh, and thank you, Ed. Au revoir.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Once again, we appreciate you. We love you. We look forward to bringing you new shows from isolation